Qlik's really proud to be an elite partner for Snowflake for the last 5 years. And I think we're quite uniquely positioned in the ecosystem.
Working with partners like Qlik, it's a better together story. Yeah. And we can't solve all the problems by ourselves, and we can't leverage all the opportunities available. And working with a partner like Qlik, it's extending that use of Snowflake.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Data Cloud Now. I'm currently in London, where I'm now delighted to be joined by Adam Mayer, Director Global Products and Technical Product Marketing at Qlik, along with Kieran Kennedy, Global Vice President at Data Cloud Products at Snowflake. Gentlemen, such a pleasure to sit down with you. The buzz and excitement is all around us here in London.
It's pretty fantastic, isn't it?
It doesn't get any better than this.
I love it. I love it. Because this is like everyone talking my favorite subject. It's like it's a proper data fest going on.
Should we get into it, gentlemen? Really excited to dive deep with both of you. Adam, to start, at Qlik, you are obsessed with data, helping to make data-driven business decisions, refining operations, elevating KPIs, and ultimately increasing market share and revenue for your customers. What's the data showing you?
We are data obsessed. I mean, I'm a self-confessed data geek, and many Qlikies are. That's what makes Qlik a great company. But I've been with Qlik for about 10 years, and I've seen a lot of change. We started off as an analytics company, and we're now very much a data and analytics company. And the acquisition of Talent recently has really kind of strengthened that whole offering and the value to our customers as well. So we know that our customers need their data in a timely fashion, but they also need it it needs to be trusted in order for them to make, informed decisions. And Qlik was really founded on a single belief that everyone needs access to data in order to make those, informed, actionable decisions. And I think what's quite nice is, Qlik's really proud to be an elite partner for Snowflake for the last 5 years. And I think we're quite uniquely positioned in the ecosystem to actually help customers go through that whole data lifecycle, from data ingest, real time, with change data capture, with transformations built in, and data quality, and a whole load of governance in there as well. So you're building out that solid data trusted foundation all the way through to analytics as well. And we have machine learning and AI in there to help informed decisions and actually take action as well. We've got an automation running all the way through there. And we do help customers at every stage of the life cycle, in the data life cycle, to get the most value out of their investment in Snowflake.
It's wonderful to hear. And Adam, the Qlik vision is to convert complex data landscapes into actionable insights that drive strategic business outcomes. As you just mentioned, while this vision is very much your Northern Star, how are you serving a data foundation as the central nervous system for everything your customers do?
Yeah, I like that analogy around the nervous system. Because you often say that data is the lifeblood of every organization now, right? So the nervous system is the insights are the things that trigger the action in the nervous system, right? And I think what's really interesting is one of the things that make Qlik sort of one of the #1 partners is we're helping over 2,000 joint customers deliver over 26 billion connections into Snowflake. So there's a lot of data going in there as well. And that's one of the reasons we're quite humbled to have the Data Integration Technology Partner of the Year as well. Where we really shine and where we really help organizations is in their most kind of complex scenarios. The reality is organizations have data sources spread all over the place. A lot of them are silo, and they need different patterns and different ways of getting access to that data. So it could be relational databases, it could be cloud, SaaS bases, even kind of legacy or mission critical systems like SAP and mainframe, as well as technology. We have really deep domain level expertise there. So we can help organizations kind of get that data out and then deliver advanced transformations. So we have transformations built into the pipeline. So you can push down SQL into Snowflake, do all your compute there. And then on top of that, that's where we have like the data quality rules, all the AI kind of piece. We can tap into Cortex to do optimizations along the pipelines and really help customers get the full value out. And then, like I said, we've got a whole analytics side to the business as well, where we can allow people to gain insights really quickly. So it's like finding the proverbial needle in the haystack but we actually, through AI, we actually draw out those kind of hidden insights and literally place it in the palm of your hand. So I often say with the analytics side of things, we actually help you make your unknowns known.
It's wonderful to hear. And Kieran, now I want to dive in to the details with you. How is the Snowflake and Qlik partnership serving to illustrate the power of the collective ecosystem?
If you just look at the numbers themselves, it's pretty astonishing. I mean, you've got over 40,000 customers, there's 1,800 partners, and then you think about the community members, I think there's, number is talking about 235,000, community members. I mean, it's just, I think having that breadth and scale is just something that quite frankly, I don't know if we really anticipated that. And to what Adam was saying, it's that ability to transform information into intelligence. That information is now coming in from everywhere, and the partnership with Qlik and how we're able to do that transformation, turning that into insights is what they ultimately want.
Very much a win-win on both sides. Thank you for that. Kieran, to your point, these numbers are absolutely remarkable. Adam, from your seat, how is the AI Data Cloud providing insights at scale for your collective ecosystem, and what excites you for what's next?
First and foremost, Qlik is a Snowflake customer ourselves. So we've got all of our data in Snowflake, across all the different divisions as you expect, from sales, marketing, finance, HR, and we're using our own products to get the value out of that as well. And like you said, we have over 2,000 joint customers there. So a couple of examples in that ecosystem are Urban Outfitters. Before they used our solution, they had over 650 stores globally. So that's across America, Europe, and UK. Data was locked inside all of these stores individually, and they used our solution to deliver data from all the disparate systems that those stores had into Snowflake, and that really started giving them more of a holistic view. So they also use in the analytics side, the Qlik Analytics. They built well over 240 apps now, and what's great there is that they've got the ability to reduce the amount of time it takes to create a report. Before, they had a whole load of store managers doing it. Now they can do something that took a lot of manual work, a couple of hours, literally in a couple of minutes. And the real outcome there is at any given time, any store can see its performance throughout the day. So it's literally making decisions on the ground. So you've got store managers, retail assistants can look at things like, like stock management, even driving promotions, making decisions on what's the best thing to promote. That's putting information right at their fingertips, which is phenomenal. Another one, I've got three here, so I'll carry on.
No, I love it, and that's the power of the collective ecosystem.
It is, I mean, like I say, out of 2,000, it's really hard to pick some, so I try to keep them close to home. Crossover in Spain, we got the Palladium Hotel Group. They really pride themselves on offering a really luxury bespoke service to their customers, but in order to do that, they need to have a deep understanding of their customer base, right? They are using us to Qlik Talent side of the business to deliver data from lots of different systems like property management, customer satisfaction, and even external data like flight information and weather data. And they can put that all together, knowing that it's trusted, and get a much better view of their customer in terms of 360. Some of the outcomes that they've had is they've managed to reduce their reporting times by 70%, but they've increased their forecast accuracy by 90%.
Wow.
So that means they can do take it to the next level in terms of guest personalization, offering different experiences, streamlining their processes, and even respond to market demands as things change, like flight delays or weather conditions and things like that. And then I'll wrap it up with one that a customer I've literally just recently spoken to. They're a large global manufacturer in air, fluid, energy, and medical technology. They have, again, another really complex landscape that's built up by lots of acquisitions. So they're a huge global company, lots of companies being brought in. They are acquiring all the time as well as part of their growth strategies. And previously, it was incredibly difficult to bring all of that data in. So with what they built, the pipelines, advanced transformation pipelines they've brought in with Qlik and delivered into Snowflake, means that they can onboard companies a lot quicker now. And then they make that data a lot more accessible out to the organizations. We've just launched GA the Qlik Open Lakehouse. And this is really about taking that kind of transformation piece to the next level. It allows us to stream data into Iceberg tables. So one of the things about Qlik is we meet a customer where they are in their Snowflake journey. So whether they want to deliver data in Snowflake native tables, whether they want to go into managed tables, or even start embracing Iceberg as well. We deliver data at scale, I mean like petabyte scale, to increase performance. And we do that with optimization as well, which is quite unique. So that can bring in a lot of efficiencies, huge efficiencies around performance. I mean, I thought we delivered data at rapid scale before. It was like putting your data in a Ferrari and off we go. With this thing, it's like going into a rocket ship. You know, you can feel your cheeks ripple as you hit the run button. But yeah, the optimization there also brings in some efficiencies around best practices around operational health as well. Now, this company is looking into this and they're really looking forward. He told me directly, they're looking forward to putting that into production because they're going to realize cost savings around 30–40%. And straight away, what we're going to do with that savings is put it into their AI budget. So they can spend more time and get more value out of their AI budget. So I love that in terms of really kind of increasing and making the most out of your Snowflake ecosystem.
Great to hear the examples. Gentlemen, I want to bring the conversation to where we are. We're in London. As it relates to the UK and Europe more broadly, what regional challenges are your ecosystem facing, and how is Qlik and Snowflake innovating to continue to deliver that competitive edge? Kieran, I'd love your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I think that when you look at this market, there's sort of three areas, and one is preserving data sovereignty is number one. I think the other big challenge is around the differing AI regulations that are coming fast and furious. And so our ability to navigate those together. And then lastly, then how do you scale across that complexity? Right. And so I think that's where Qlik and Snowflake are innovating together to overcome those various challenges that, you know, in the market as diverse as the European market present themselves. And so our ability to quickly adapt to those and bring solutions to our joint customers. And, you know, the examples that Adam was giving is exemplifying that.
Well said. And Adam, from your seat.
One of the things we see is Qlik is often seen as a US company. And while we're headquartered inside the US, we were actually founded in Sweden back in about 94. So I always like to say we're a global company, but with a Swedish soul. I think it's almost 40% of our workforce, of our staff, actually sit in Europe across various different countries, including the UK. And 2 of our R&D centers are actually based in France and Sweden. So they're really sort of driving innovation across the region as well. So we kind of spread the love in terms of product design and how we support customers. And that's really important from a timely respect. So we operate in their time zones, basically. Compliance and regulations is a really good point. A lot of our customers operate in a very tightly regulated industry. They have compliance that they have to adhere to, so that creates some challenges. One fact that's not often known is we actually do work very closely and collaborate with the EU Commission, and that can help drive inwardly our policies and how we help customers within the European region. And that leads to things from product side of things. So for our Qlik Cloud, security is really top of mind. So we have client managed keys. So that means that our customers' data is their data. It's their cloud, it's their data. We don't touch it. Qlik can't see the data. That's really important for some. And then we also work on the EU's data privacy framework, which is really about protecting European personal data if we have to transfer it to our colleagues in the US for support purposes and things like that. And then the last one you touched on as well, data sovereignty, really important. This whole data gravity piece, particularly in Europe, there's some organizations, financial, public sector, their data absolutely, positively cannot leave the room, or at least the country's borders. So one of the things we're always doing is increasing the coverage in terms of cloud regions. So in Europe, we have dedicated regions in London, Frankfurt, Sweden, and Ireland. So that covers a lot of the kind of customer base, gives them security, as well as having, the same as the partnership we have with Snowflake, we have strategic partnerships with AWS as a cloud hyperscaler vendor. And that helps us meet compliance, particularly around their sovereignty requirements, and it starts reaching out to additional regions as well.
It's wonderful to hear, gentlemen, and I really enjoyed your time and insights. As you look out, what's next for Qlik and Snowflake? Quick speed round from your standpoint, Adam.
Well, first and foremost, growth. So continue growth. Really excited and passionate about the partnership that we have with Snowflake, we will continue to invest in that and double down. So that means grow for our customers. Ultimately, that means grow for Snowflake and Qlik as well. We're going to see, it's big this year. It's going to be even bigger next year. We're investing in things like marketplace industry solutions. So we'll have that around retail, consumer goods, FSI, and manufacturing. And then from a product perspective, you're going to hear more noise around how we can help you increase your trust in AI-ready data. We already do some. We're building on that. Open Lakehouse, stick Open Lakehouse on Snowflake. We'll continue to improve. And I managed to get through the whole interview without mentioning agentic AI, but you're going to hear more about that in terms of we're taking a serious look in terms of what does that mean for Qlik and where does it make sense to operationalize that and bring in the efficiencies, but we've always making sure we've had AI in the product for a long time and it's just evolving, making sure you always got the human in the loop for those really important decisions.
It's wonderful to hear. And Kieran, from your seat.
Nothing short of world data domination.
I love it.
Is where we want to go. No, but more seriously, I think what we're proving is that, working with partners like Qlik, it's a better together story.
Yeah.
And we can't solve all the problems by ourselves, and we can't leverage all the opportunities available. And working with a partner like Qlik, it's extending that use of Snowflake. And so that's where, that better together story really comes into play. And I think it ultimately comes down to is, we talk about having data-driven decisions. Well, now we need to have AI-driven decisions. And so that's where we're bringing that to life.
Well, gentlemen, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next. The numbers already are incredible. Looking forward to continuing the conversation in the not too distant future. Thank you so much for joining me.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for having us. It's been a pleasure.
And for the audience watching, I'm Ryan Green with Data Cloud Now. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon.